Fuck, I mean myself. What is good, people's Devontae back in the house? Yes, yes, yes. Let's talk about it, man. One of my favorite. Actually, nah. I'm gonna just call it what it is. To me, the greatest rapper of all time, Nas, dropped a new album, man. I don't think there's not much introduction needed if you're into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And even not like about Nas, like this man has made a name for himself since '91 with that verse from on Life at the Barbecue, right? Streets disciple, my raps are trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle. Stampede the stage, I leave the microphone split, man. Like, come on, we all know that verse, man. And that Illmatic, probably what a lot of people consider the greatest album of all time, greatest hip hop album of all time. The greatest album of all time is still Thriller, but Illmatic, the greatest hip hop album of all time, man. And then It Was Written, um, classic albums, and even recently still had in the 2020s, still had an amazing run with Hit Boy, right? The King's Disease series, Magic series. So yeah, Nas has definitely cemented himself as one of the greats, if not the greatest rapper of all time. DJ Premier, I think if you're really like a boom bap head, right? Like if you're a '90s head, you know about DJ Premier, man. Gang Starr, R.I.P. Guru, of course. Incredible producer, has produced so many classic beats. For not only for Nas, but I can't forget J. Rue, the Damager, AZ, Fat Joe. Who else, man? Like the list goes on, man. Like Heavy D, uh, you name it, man. Like he produced a lot. He produced a lot, and of course Gang Starr, you know what I'm saying? So and it's been a long time coming. When we talk about Light Years, we're talking about an album that has been teased for years. A lot of people have been screaming for a Nas and DJ Premier album. Ever since they made music together, like the Premier had a few beats on Illmatic. It Was Written, and Nostradamus and the I Am album, and I think the last DJ Premier beat that was on the Nas album, if I'm correct, was Second Childhood, which was Stillmatic, right? And after that, I don't think DJ Premier made any beats for Nas for a Nas album. They still made like a classic, Nas was on that track. So yeah. Now before we get into it, man, people, like, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Comment down below what your thoughts are about the album. Right, I'm gonna grab some water because we have a lot to talk about. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is an album that has been teased for a while, and then finally this year it came to fruition, man. We got the Nas DJ Premier album, and Nas, we already know, like I said, Nas just came off an incredible run with Hit Boy, right? 6-album run with Hit Boy, where he showed and proved that Nas, regardless of the age, is still elite, right? But DJ Premier, his beats have, like, if you ask me, right? If you ask me, I feel like Premier's beats have gone stale to mediocre. Like I'm for real. Like DJ Premier's beats haven't been as good as they used to be, man. No, and I feel like that has started since like the early 2000s. I felt the early 2000s is when Premier's beats haven't been as good as they used to be. And also, and in the 2020s, it's really starting to show that Premier, he's showing his age. He's not, his beats is really not good as they used to be. No, so Premier definitely had a point to prove, but wait, just a moment. Yeah, wait, I have to do something real quick. So yeah, like Premier had a point to prove, peoples. No, like of course it's not the 90s anymore, right? And I don't expect any, like nobody stays in their prime forever. It's the same with sports. Like you don't expect Messi to be in his prime forever, or uh Ronaldo, right? Or Michael Jordan. Like I said, hip hop is like sports. Like, of course, you can like still show that you elite like Nas, but you're not gonna be in prime forever. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, we got uh salute. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? Without any further ado, man, let's get into the track listing, man. We got let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 tracks. 15 tracks, people. So it was definitely a like I don't know if like a 15 track album produced by Premier, solely by Premier, is going to be as good as like a Hit Boy album in 2025. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get into the first track. My Life is Real. Um okay. This track was okay. Like I'm actually play some snippets. I'm not gonna play like too long, right? Because I don't wanna right get this video, this whole thing copyrighted, right? So I'm just gonna play some snippets of the songs, right? Good thing PSV's winning the league. Oh, fuck out of here, man. Like, good thing y'all not winning the league. But it's all love, man. Like, no hate, peoples. It's all banter. It's all jokes. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna play My Life is Real, like a little snippet. Right? Be honest, wavy hair mystique, up in his bitch deep, chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big heat. Solo was vocalist maestro. This fish grease, rest in peace. Polo, he says I was just with G. Just like Ryan E, me and Preem, this history. So yeah, Nas, as you can tell, Nas is rapping is still good. The flow is still good. His pen, good. This beat is okay. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, it's a cool beat. You know what I'm saying? Nothing special, nothing crazy, just a slow, like an okay way to start off the album, right? So it was like, okay, when I heard this track, I was like, cool. So I would say if like I'm gonna rate this with mics, right? So if I have to give this track like mics, I'll say 3.5 mics. 3.5 mics, right? The next track was Get Ready. So I'm gonna play another snippet again. Get ready. Freeze, VSOP's trees. Esco Pablo, silked out in Cabo. The prettiest, high tech like NVIDIA. Just that smart. I know a little about a lot. When you come from less, you learn particular plots. From whipping the pots, checking in on parlays or parfaits, how my days start. We all players. Right. So that's Get Ready. I actually enjoyed this track a little bit more. Like this beat was a little better from Premier, right? Now I started off with some Biggie lines. I forgot the song, which Biggie song was from though, but it was a oh yeah, the 112 song, Only You. Being with you, no one else. Only you, Jesus, the notorious, just please us with your lyrical teasers. We just chilling, looking top billing. Yeah, that song, man. Like that Biggie, R.I.P. Biggie, man. So yeah, Biggie, definitely one of the goats, man. I don't listen to like a lot of Biggie like I used to, man. But when I hear a Biggie song, like especially some of my favorites, like Going Back to Cali, Unbelievable. It's my favorite Biggie song of all time. Unbelievable. He was flowing on that track, man. Give Me the Loot, of course. Like Biggie's one like top 3 flows of all time. His flow was very immaculate. But yeah, this actually I like the song Get Ready. So I would give it like 4 mics. So that's track number 2, peoples. Track number 3, New York State of Mind, part 3. If y'all a Nas fan, y'all know New York State of Mind is one of the best Nas songs of all time. And that beat is iconic. And some people even got part 2, which was on I Am. They even say sometimes that version is even better than the one that was on Illmatic. So yeah, I used to be a rapper, so yeah. So those 2 songs, right? New York State of Mind that holds a special place in Nas fans, because like I said, that song is iconic, you know. So New York State of Mind part 3, when I saw the track listing, I saw that, I was like, oof, Premier better give his best on that production, because I know Nas is not gonna slouch. Like, he's not gonna like be ass, right? When the turn, like with the rapping, Nas is gonna be fire. So I was hoping that the beat was gonna be good. So we're gonna play a little snippet from that. Biggie the King. Yeah, like I said, man, Biggie is, his flow is immaculate, man. Like, sometimes I feel like he's probably the best MC ever, with the best flow ever in hip hop. It's so debatable, man, but his flow is so immaculate. It was crispy clean. Dave or Nas? Nas, man. Come on, Nas, man, bro, don't do this, man. Like, listen, man, Dave is not bad, but bro, Dave can't fuck with Nas, man. Dave cannot fuck with Nas. So yeah, let's play a little snippet from New York State of Mind part 3, people. Let's go. All right, don't forget to share this motherfucker, man, and subscribe to this channel. Like the video.
Yo, play me that Billy Joel joint.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. I'm in a New York State of Mind.
Still talking, struck, walk, night thoughts, at night in court, stressing, cut your life short. I'm from egg rolls and duck sword, where the bed rolled on duck throat. City Island and say less, plenty talented kids, stay blessed, gamble and make bets. Throw on some DMX's words, they live in all of us.
All right, so that's the beat, right? So when I heard the sample, was the intro was a Billy Joel song. I was like, okay. And then the beat came, right? Listen, I'm gonna just play the first New York State of Mind, peoples. Wait, where is Illmatic? Let me search for that joint real quick, people. Here you go.
Yeah. Yo, Black, it's time. Wait, I put the pen up extreme. Rappers, I'm up, flipping with the funky rhythm, I be kicking. Musician, inflicting composition of pain. I'm like Scarface, sniffing cocaine, holding the M16. Be with the pen up extreme. Now, bullet holes left in my peepholes. I'm booted up with street clothes.
Come on. That's all I gotta say. Like, you heard New York State of Mind part 3. This is the first New York State of Mind. Now, I'm actually also going to play a snippet of the second one, people, like, just so you can tell the difference in quality of the New York State of Mind series, right? So this is part two.
Looking at me back, you bring through your doors, lock the top lock. Mama should have cuffed me to the radiator. Why not? It might have saved me later from my block and why cops. Hookers falling off the stroke, popping stitches in their head. Thinking and I dread thinking they be snitching, but who else could it be? Sugar D's and Mark Vans parked in the dark. Knocks, with your heart hustle.
And then you hear New York State of Mind part 3.
Yo, play me that Billy, where the fed rolled on dump short, City Island and say less. Plenty talented kids, stay blessed, gamble and make bets. Throw born from DMX's words, they live in all of us. Some get deported, some die young, but it's all a rush. On part two, I left you with two of my friends, and now our goals is that our sons don't end in jail.
I was so disappointed. You heard the difference between the first two New York State of Minds, right? Being cinematic, being like you feel like you're walking in New York. When you hear this version, it's like you don't see New York in front of you. It's not like you're walking in Queensbridge. I didn't get the feeling that when I hear the first New York State of Mind, when I hear the second New York State of Mind, and then I heard the third one, I was so disappointed. And this is what I was scared of, that the Premier was not going to deliver with the beats for the most part, and he did not, especially not on this song. This was so disappointing, and I'm gonna give it a 1 mic. Why? Like I played the first two New York City. You tell me, people. The first two New York City Minds that I played were better than the third one. Y'all tell me, because I know for sure that though the first two New York City Minds were so much better. Of course, lyrically, it's not even debatable, right? Because Nas was younger and way sharper back then. But the beats, oh my Lord, the beats is the iconic, and then you got this. It feels empty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it 1 mic, just like the same Nas song. Let's move on to Welcome to the Underground. Now, this was actually a song that was teased before released, right? So let's play a little snippet again, people.
Okay, we gotta go deep to the underground.
Take every breath out of my body if I don't stay real. For life, yeah. Turn it up, turn it up.
Yeah, so that beat is a little different though. And Nas, I've seen him rapping over different type of beats. I mean, heard him rapping over different type of beats before. I remember Zone Out. That beat was fucking ass. That was a weird beat. I remember that Al Jarreau, like Jarreau Rap or something. That was a weird track as well. I remember that one as well. Jarreau of Rap. Like, I don't know what the hell that was about, right? But this beat, it was different, but not bad. But it's not like this song was wild to me. And I feel like when you name a song Welcome to the Underground, it's not supposed to sound like gentrified Brooklyn. I don't like Welcome to the Underground. So I expect some underground, gritty, underground type of beats. I expect like a Benny the Butcher or Rome Streets or Ransom to hop on the track. You know what I'm saying? I expect some Derringer or even Conductor. I expect something like that. This beat sound like you were at walking around Times Square. No, that's not underground to me. So it's not a bad track, but it's like the title to me is misleading, and the beat to me was so I'm gonna give it 2.5 mics though. Wait, before we move on, let's go to the comments, man. Dave all day. You from there, so yeah. Drake is in top 5 MCs. If you know how I feel about Drake. If you been subscribed to me for a long period, like I'm not saying that Drake is a bad artist, but it's also not that great. But it is what it is. We will take what we talking about PSV, bro. If eyes get their mojo back, PSV they ain't going nowhere. J. Cole's my Nas. J. Cole. Listen, man, I like J. Cole, but ever since the whole beef, man, I've been looking at him weird though. And I feel like he cannot talk the same way he used to talk, after backing out of that beef, J. Cole is Yeah, he's exiled from being one of my favorites though. Central C will be, what will he be? Listen, I don't know, man. Like I don't really listen to Central C. I don't think he's that great, but is what it is. Let's move on to track number 5, Madman.
And how do you feel about the music business now? It's an art form now.
I don't give a goddamn. It's not. Murderous material made by madmen. Cock acres. I do this for thinkers. Salute to Sasha Jenkins. A door knocker, fly ladies, Gucci link gangsters, and rappers that use one producer. You know that Metro boom in the future. We still don't trust you. Didn't start it, but I boosted it. Figured I'd bring it back since multiple hit makers on one album. I introduced it. In fact,
Now, this beat was good. This is a good beat though. And Nas, yeah, as you can hear, Nas flowing, Nas rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I have no complaints about Nas' rapping so far. You know, it's just the production is like a hit and miss. And this was actually a good beat from DJ Premier though. This was a good beat. So, and this is definitely one of my favorites of the album. So I will give this track 4 mics though. This was a good track though. I like this track, Madman. Now we go to track number 6. Now, a lot of people on Twitter, especially if you're not an old head, they don't like this one though. It's called Pause Tapes. Pause Tapes is like a way that they used to make beats back in the day, right? Because back in the day, they didn't always have like the drum machines that we have now, or Fruity Loops, FL Studio, Ableton. They usually do with pause tapes. So let's get into track 6, Pause Tapes.
Remember the first time I made a record loop, record loop, record loop, record loop, record loop, record loop.
it's a drive-in movie. No roofs on a bunch of Benzes. Let's try to reimagine the passion when I got in this. A Panasonic with a tape recorder, trying to level the treble and bass in order.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little in between with this track. I'm also a huge fan of 80s hip hop. Back in the 80s, right? If we look at 80s hip hop, right, especially like the late 80s, a lot of people used to rap over like drum loops, right? Funky Drummer, Impeach the President, those drum loops, that the production wasn't always like over the top or filled with like sample after sample after sample. Like there weren't a lot of groups that were doing that. Now, Public Enemy and NWA, and other type of groups, they had a certain production that was like filled with a lot of samples, right? That like there was always like just a drum and one sample. No, it was like only those groups I can think of that had like a more fuller production, I would say. But this beat, I just felt like I was missing something though. It really felt like I was missing something when I heard this beat. Like the rapping cool, but the beat. No, and there were people on Twitter saying, "Oh, y'all not real hip hop, man. Oh, y'all, if y'all don't love Pause Tapes, you're not real hip hop, man. This is hip hop." Like, bro, just because, right? It sounds like old school, you know what I'm saying? It's something that this track could have been made in the 90s, right? And because it's so minimalist, doesn't mean it's good. I felt like this beat was a little lazy. No, and I listen to rappers that rap over beats with like just a drum and then like a small guitar sample or something like that, right? Like Big That Set. Wait, let me play this. Let me play this. Let me play this though, like for a small sample. Big Daddy Kane set it off. Now, as you can see, right, as you can hear, this track was like only a drum and a small guitar sample. But yet this track is fire. Pause tapes, not really fire. And that's what I mean. Like when people talk about, oh, you're not hip hop, oh, because you don't like the minimalist production. That's not the point. You know what I'm saying? Because that was only like a drum and a guitar loop. But yet it sounded funky. It sounded fire. Pause tapes is not really that. It sounds slow. So pause tapes for me gets 2.5 mics. Not actually 2 though. Not 2.5 mics. Okay, 2.5 mics, people. Before we move on to let me see, track number 7, Riders. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Share the live stream. Share live stream. We need more views, people. And also, let me see how many likes we are. 1 like, bruh. Come on, hey people, 1 like. What the fuck? 1 like, 1 mic, like Nas or something. Like, come on, man. Like, we need at least 10 likes. Smash the fucking like button, people. 10 likes. Yes, you know what I'm saying. We need to hear some Ice bars from. Let them be champions first, and then they'll deserve some Ice bars from me though. That's for sure. All right, so let's keep it moving, people. Well, let's get to track number 7, Riders. Right, let's play another snippet. All right, so that's Riders. And that beat, dope. That's a dope beat. Nas again was rapping. Listen, I cannot play like the whole song, so unfortunately, like I just have to play some snippets, or else you would also hear some Nas rapping. But yeah, this was a dope song. Another song that to me gets 4 mics though. So I ain't got much to say about this. This was good. So track 8, Sons, Young Kings. Let's play another snippet.
Yeah. Kings. It all starts humble beginnings. Young kings. Young kings. Yeah. Head on a swivel, loaded letter to nickel. The devil holding a sickle, want to sever your tissue. That's forever the issue. Then candlelight and a visual. They think jail is both a rehab center and homeless shelter. And life and death is closest a tonic and seltzer. Never fold under pressure. Give you my manifesto.
Another dope song. So now we're starting to pick up the pace, right? So from Riders, it looks like we're picking up the pace. So this is actually a good song. The only complaint I have about the song is the drums. Like I was missing some drums. I feel like if there was some drums, right? Like a better drum. That the songs had some drum, but it wasn't really like knocking. If the drums were knocking, I feel like this song would probably get 4.5 mics to me, but it gets 4, right? So now we're picking up the pace. Now we get some good Premier beats as well. Now we get the next song. I think this is probably one of my favorites of the album. Is Time.
Hey yo, Black, it's time. Hey yo, Black, it's time. Yeah. Time traveling. Hey yo, Black, smoothly, listen to me. Let's take it to the past, long before the new me. I seen it when it first got tricky, dipping through the city, whipping new cars to the earth spots for the thingy. I was.
Now that beat, that is Premier at his best. And I feel like I didn't get enough of that from Premier on this album. That right there is vintage Premier. Like, this is something that if he made in the 90s, it would have been cemented as one of the greatest instrumentals of all time. This is an incredible beat. I love this beat. And Nas would sound like younger Nas. Like this is a beat, man. And when I heard this beat, I almost started to feel like rapping, man. Like let me see if I still got it, people. Let me see if I still got it.
Hey, yo, Black, it's time. Hey, yo, Black, it's time.
Let me see if I still got it.
Yeah.
Sitting there at home, rapping off the dome. FLOW's coming out the chrome. That's a little quick though, but yeah, I'm not off the free. Like back in the days, I used to be a little bit better, like rapping off the dome. But yeah, that beat, I felt like writing again, man. So that's a beat. If you start to play that like that at ciphers, people are gonna start spitting. You know what I'm saying? This track to me gets 5 mics. This is a fire track. I love this track. Now the next song, Nasty Esco Nasir, and I think like how much tracks are we on? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tracks down. So track number 10, Nasty Esco Nasir. Let's play another snippet.
It's that one hand on the steering wheel music. Yeah. Let's go. I said, just dividing this rhyme is a fight against time. Every minute they wait to hear a true titans of crime. There's 2 types of villains that live in my mind. I'll define it as one killing with rhyme, the other dealing supplying garments of all kind. No more designer to wear, style more my.
Now this is a concept song, right? Because this is Nas like spitting in 3 forms of himself, right? So Nasty is the younger Nas, right? When he just came, was coming up, right? With Life at the Barbecue, Illmatic, right? So that's Nasty Nas, right? When he was just starting. Esco's when he was Nas. Like it was written till like I think till this day he's still Esco though, but like a lot of people like remember Esco Nas from the mafioso types of shit like Firm. Like I said, it was written. I Am, Nostradamus, right? So that's the Esco Nas, and then Nasir is of course the more mature Nas. This was an incredible concept. I love this track. This is a track that can also get 5 mics. Fire track. Beat to me, but I feel like it adds to the story that Nas is telling. So yeah, 5 mics, man, 5 mics. And I feel like sometimes, you know, this is a perfect example of like where a beat doesn't have to do much because the rapping is a beat. And this is what I got from Nas, right? I feel like the rapping, the concept has made this track so fire. So yeah. Before we move to track 11, again, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, share the live stream, peoples. Wait, I'm also gonna do a real quick share. Because we definitely need more than 6 than 1 like, people. Come on, what the hell? What are we doing? I wish I had 2 screens though. I only do this from 1 screen. Like that's of course my MacBook, right? But we are manifesting it now, people. One day we'll have more than just 1 screen, and maybe one day I also get to get back to rapping and drop something for y'all, because at the end of the day, rapping has been one of my my passions when I was young, and I still to this day I write though, And people say, "Oh, but you're 32." Yeah, fuck all that, man. Benny the Butcher and Conway also came out like in their 30s or something. So I'm not hearing all that. It is what it is, man. But yeah, when I hear stuff like this, it definitely inspires me to rap, man. Let's get to the comments a little bit, man. I will only like if you say, oh, bro, get out of here, man. And there's the rapper again. Right? How long have you been a rapper? Well, before we move on, right? Let me give you a little detail about like me rapping, right? So I started to get an interest of rapping when I was 8 years old, and I think it was because of the GTA Vice City soundtrack, right? Remember, like GTA always have like those radio stations and stuff. And my dad used to be a b-boy, used to be a breakdancer here in Amsterdam. Um, and like he grew up around a lot of people that later on became famous over here. With my cousin as well. My cousin, hit my uncle, his cousin, right? Like the Surinamese community, of course, at the time that a lot of people knew each other and all that stuff. So, um, my dad actually contributed into making hip hop in the Netherlands what it is today. In Amsterdam, though, because I cannot speak for Rotterdam and all that stuff. But in Amsterdam, what he did, along with some of my family members and friends of the family, right? They made hip hop what it is over there in Amsterdam. So I have to mention that because a lot of people, my dad's humble, but I feel like, I have to give my dad and my uncle and also my other uncles who contributed and the people who are family friends. I have to give them their flowers, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the pioneers in Amsterdam. So yeah. So yeah, because of my dad, right? I grew up with hip hop from like when I was born. You know what I'm saying? So because he had CDs of Gangstar, Public Enemy, Cypress Hill, NWA, a lot of old school tapes from Africa Bambaataa, Johnson Crew, Nucleus. But you have to really know about that, though, because some of the names, a lot of people don't know, right? So yeah, and hit like Snoop Dogg as well, Doggy Style album, Chronic album, Dr. Dre, right? So I grew up with that music around my house, but rapping really is when I heard the GTA Vice City soundtrack, and it was the hip hop radio station, Mr. Magic Rap Attack. When I heard the message, Grandmaster Flash, the message, I was like, bro, I want to rap. And also another guy that made me want to rap was LL Cool J. Like those two, because when I was 7 years old, I remember one time we had at elementary school, we had like a day where we had to like dress up as somebody, and I came as LL Cool J. I had the Kangol on. I borrowed it from my dad. He had a Kangol, I had a gold chain, and those two, the LL Cool J and the Message song, were instrumental in me starting to rap, though, because the Message is actually the first song that I memorized from top to bottom. That whole song I know from heart. I haven't listened to it in a while, so if like sometimes I might slip up, but that's a song that I knew from top to bottom, and I was rapping at 8 years old. And remember at that time, that was a song from the 80s. I was 8 years old in 2002. 2002 is when you heard Cam'ron, Jay-Z, Nas, Nelly, who else? I think Hot Boys, right? Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys, right? Juvenile, that was on the radio. Ja Rule. So, and I was rapping shit from the 80s. So that's where it started for me. Like, and from there on, I started really rapping more, writing my own stuff. I think I wrote my first ever at when I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I wrote my verse first, and I wrote it in English. I rap in English. And that's funny because I'm from the Netherlands, right? So you expect me to rap in Dutch, though. But I love English so much, and of course, like my mom is American, so that also contributed into me rapping in English, and also me having this accent. Because if I speak English in a Dutch accent, then I will sound like this, and I cannot be taken serious when I speak English in a Dutch accent to all of the people, right? So, and that was forced because you can tell I'm trying to force it, but it doesn't come off as like authentic. So, yeah, This accent is real though. It's a real accent. I got it from home. Of course, influences from rap, and I rap in English. I didn't rap in Dutch. I could not. I can't rap in Dutch, but it's just like a lot of people that knew me, all friends and all this stuff, always said like, "Bro, you rap so much better in English, bro." So that's what I stuck to. I stuck to English, and still till this day I rap in English. So yeah, I wrote my first rhyme at 12, and I don't remember the verse. I only like remember 2 lines, and that's it. No, so it was something basic. I remember like, oh yeah. At that time, I was going as Cliff MC, so I was like, oh yeah, it's Cliff MC back from the back from the boondocks. Give a yo sucker MC something of the mic doc. I was listening to a lot of EPMD back in the day, so I was like doing doing the whole boondocks mic doc thing, right? And that's the only thing I remember from that verse. But yeah, that's how it started, man. Damn, you grew up with Nas. Yeah. Like, remember, I'm from 1993, right? So Nas was still hot around that time. 2002 is when Nas just had the Jay-Z beef, of course. Like Ether, Stillmatic, and the Godson, right? So Nas was still hot. You know, I grew up with Nas. Of course, not Illmatic, because that was like, I was a baby. I have Dutch blood. Oh, that's cool, bro. I need to learn. Nah, bro. Dutch is a hard language, man. Like, I'm fluent in Dutch. It's even to people who are born and raised here, people that are Dutch, white, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian, it's still hard to them. It's too many rules in the like, oh, man. Do you rate Dutch rap? Yes and no. There are Dutch rappers, especially from back in the 2000s, right, and even in the 90s, that are neat. I'm thinking about like Opgezwollen, Unique, Sugarcane, but Sugarcane used to rap in English though, like, so I cannot really say Sugarcane. What else? Dufo, Winner, and Mokromaniac. Mokromaniac is more recent, but I think Mokromaniac is actually a good rapper though. But most of the Dutch rap is sounding, you know, it sounded more like Afro beats, more like with like, especially nowadays, is more lean towards like the Afro beat type sound, right? It's not even really rapping anymore. Like it's either like Afro beats or UK type drill, and I don't know how to name the but like that's what I hear more nowadays when I listen to Dutch rap. It's like they're trying to imitate drill, right? Like that type of sound, and then of course the Afro beat, or I don't know how to call it. It's kind of like what some of the beats that Dave rapping over, like the doom 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 doom. I hear that too much, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I miss like the diversity when it comes to like the like. There's really no boom bap sound, you know. That they're not really a lot of rappers that rap over like the traditional boom bap type of beats or production here in the Netherlands, you know. Compared to like back in the day, because back in the day they used to do that, but nowadays it's like I said, it's either drill or the doom 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 doom, like the Frenna, what Frenna's doing though, I'm saying, or I don't know, like you know, it's not, it's yeah. I'm not even really a fan of Dutch rap nowadays, but back in the day they used to have some spitters, man, that's for sure. Do you have tips to learn Dutch? Duolingo, or if you know people that know Dutch, like try talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like learn from them. Oh, just like Frimpong. I need to check out Dutch. You should check out the older stuff though. You should check out the older stuff though. The new stuff I don't really recommend, because it's like but you still should check it out. To me, I don't recommend it, but check it out. And if you like it, you like it. No, Frimpong has Ghanaian parents, and he didn't live here in the Netherlands that long, so he moved to like England at a young age. and so he don't know really. You already know Dutch. So yeah, you know what? By the end of the video, maybe if you want, right, I can make a video about me rapping and stuff, because I don't want to make this like about me, right? I want to make this about the Nas album. Like, this is a Nas Light Years review, right? So if y'all want, one of these days, I'm gonna just make a video like a little bit about my love for hip hop and me rapping, right? So we'll do that. But moving on to track number 11, My Story, Your Story with AZ. AZ appeared on Nas's first album, right? As the only feature. Had one of the illest guest verses for all time. Life's a Bitch is a track, classic track. So it was only right for Nas to come on this album, AZ to come on this album as the only feature. So yeah, My Story, Your Story, track number 11.
So
Sound crazy right here.
yeah,
Immaculate.
sound like we opening new spots in Vegas.
It's been a minute, Astro.
Oh, indeed. Every time the right time.
Yeah, ladies, y'all.
My story, your story.
Weed high war stories.
Kids fly raw stories.
I could cry more stories.
Fuck a orgy, touch her face, 2 mouths kissing on me. Fuck off me, can't fuck 'em all, that's too costly.
Saucy, sucker softly, awkwardly, finger fucking her cautiously. Talk to me, that's that joy brought thoughtfully.
Now, the way Nas and AZ going back and forth, top notch, fire. The beat to me, slow. It's a slow beat. I didn't really like this beat. Because it was too slow, and I felt like Nas and AZ need something a little bit more, like 88 BPM, 90 BPM. This was too slow. And it was also too mellow for me, man. The way Nas and AZ rapping, it was the way they're going back and forth, classic. No, so I'll give this track just for the back and forth with Nas, AZ, the way they was rapping, man, the killing it, 3.5 mics. But for the beat would be 1 mic to me. This is track number 12. Okay, to the lady.
And if you know who you are, why don't you make yourself seen? Who educates us, challenges, teaches, love us, support us, and gives birth to all the world's sons and daughters. And y'all deserve props because y'all running hip hop. Started with Chirac, 50 years later, women is on top. Bahamadia, Missy, Moni, Lighter, Queen Latifah.
Now, this is a track where Nas is shouting out a lot of female MCs, right? Queen Latifah, you heard, Lauryn Hill, Chirac, Bahamadia, right? List goes on and on and on, though. And the funny thing is, on Twitter, they were talking about, oh, you was missing this rap, you was this and that rap, you was this, like, bro. At the end of the day, it's not like Nas, right? Just because he forgot some names, he doesn't like he didn't dedicate his track to like the other female MCs that he didn't name. This is still this is a solid track. I'll give this like 4 mics. Beat was cool, right? But yeah, this was a good track though. So let's look at the right from Writers to Bouquet. Is actually like where I felt like that was the best section of the album. And then we get a track number 13, Junkie.
I keep telling myself I'm gonna kick.
At the studio, D&D reinvented me and you know who, Preem. And yeah, y'all, it's been a minute. Come up to the 4th floor through the door. Primo renamed it. Now it's headquarters under a new location. We aliens like a deity trust. Man, I have standards. I'm the G.O.D. Bro, I'm supposed to big kick this habit.
The beat to me was not bad, but I felt like, that, like I said, from Writers to Bouquet, the beats were good. But this beat right here, nah. I'm gonna give this track 3 mics. Track number 14, Shine Together.
Flow the same to every word I spit, I get phenomenal.
We might as well shine together. I made moves in the trenches, looking over my shoulders. A fool and his riches will soon part. That's what they told us. A school of fish follows a shark to eat his leftovers, and when that shark is hungry again.
So, like I said, in the beginning of the video, this track, the track listing is 15 tracks. So this is track number 14. We're almost close to the finish line. And we're losing steam. This track is 2 mics. And it has nothing to do with Nas's rapping, but I felt like the rapping couldn't save like the production. Not a good beat. Last track. Third Childhood. So this is like the continuation of Second Childhood, which was on Stillmatic, right? Actually, I'm going to play a little snippet from Second Childhood, so you can like hear the beat, right?
When I flow for the street, who else could it be? Explode. My thoughts were drunken from courts of beers. Was years back before Nasir would explore a career in rap as a music dude.
So that's Second Childhood, Stillmatic, 2001. 24 years later, let's listen to Third Childhood, the last song on Light Years.
For the streets, who else could it be? NAS, resurrect through the birth of my seasons. Queensbridge, make everything right. It's time to take off the Scully, the Timbs, and the fitted caps. Time to let go the weed, kill it, the jeans tag.
I feel like this is not the way that you end off the album. It could have if the beat was better. But the beat was not better than you heard Second Childhood, right? And you heard Third Childhood. Let me know which one sounded better to you. Because this, to me, sounded like a huge drop off from. It's the same with New York State of Mind Part 3. You heard 1 and 2, and then you hear 3 and be like, what the hell? Rapping, like I said, the rapping is not the problem to me because Nas is sharp. But this beat doesn't do it justice. That I feel like that is a letdown from, you know, when you hear like the previous parts, right, from New York State of Mind Part 3 and Third Childhood, and then you hear the newer versions, like, bro, you know, I feel like this album should have at least been, you know, you should have ended it with a banger. It's not really the case. You know, so, and that concludes Light Years, right? Off the first listen, I gave it a light 4 mics, peoples. But now I'm gonna give it 3.5 mics though. You know, this is an album to me that came 25 years too late. It should have came out when Nas was young and Premier was still in his prime. You know, unfortunately, it didn't happen. We still got it. I'm still thankful for it. But it's like, will this album be my top 10? Because I'm gonna do my top 10 hip hop albums of the year. I don't know. Excuse me, peoples, but I don't know. If it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be at the bottom of the list, though. like 10, 9, 8, like that arrangement. But no higher than that, I think. No, Nas is fine though, but I feel like coming off of a run where Hit Boy has rejuvenated you, right? And energize you to like bring some of your best rapping, right? And Hit Boy made sure that he gave you some of his most immaculate beats. It's like, and he coming off of that, and he hop into this project with Premier. It's like, disappointing, underwhelming. And Premier, like people saying like, oh yeah, but Nas and Premier, they didn't have no chemistry. Like, it's not like the first time they're working together. Of course, it's the first time they're having a whole project, but it's not the first time that they're working together, right? I think Premier, if you look at Illmatic, he had the most beats. He had 3 beats on that album. So I'm not really hearing excuses. You know what I'm saying? I know when we talk about Premier, like he talk about like a boom bap god, man. You talk about, oh, you can't say nothing bad about Premier, you're a hater. That's not the point. DJ Premier his production has become so it's kind of like every beat sounded like the Format AZ beat or something like that. Like some of the beats that he making for like in the 2000s, right? It's like ever since he had that type of style, right? When around Moment of Truth, like that type of like chopping and all that stuff, I felt like he tried to do that style over and over, and it's like it's not really working anymore with the beats though. And I felt like the signs were in the air especially when he made that with the beats for Ransom, right? The Ransom album, Chaos is My Ladder. No, compared to Pete Rock, man. Pete Rock, right? His production has been aging gracefully compared to Premier. I felt like if this was a Nas Pete Rock album, Pete Rock would have made sure that every beat was going to be on point. And if not, definitely the most of the album. That's not the case with this album. Premier's beats have been not so good. And it's sad. And I'm not hearing about, oh yeah, you're not real hip hop and this and that. Motherfucker, if you listen to this whole live stream, you could tell that I am hip hop, motherfucker. Like, cause I could name songs that you probably didn't know about, that you only know if you was around in the 80s. And I wasn't around in the 80s. I'm from 93. Or even some song from the 90s that you never heard about or that you slept through, right? So I'm not hearing stuff about, oh, you're not real hip hop, even though like this album, even though Premier's production was that motherfucker, like everybody's got their own opinion, right? That's the thing about music. Everybody get their own opinions, right? I didn't say it's not a bad album, but I expect better. And I feel like Nas also should like get some blame into the production because like he picked the beats. So it needs to be better, man. Like, well, I don't know if they're gonna make a Light Years 2. I don't think so. I think Nas is gonna leave it at a one-time thing, but I feel like the criticism may energize Nas, maybe energize Premier. But the thing is, Premier knows about the criticism. It's not the first time that he's hearing it about that. He's been watching all this and that. So, you know, if he came into this album, right, hoping that he will prove everybody wrong, but it's not really the case, unfortunately. And no, all I can say is that I just like nobody stays on top forever. So Premier, maybe it's time, you know? It's time, it's okay. Like you can still DJ and all that stuff, but I feel like beat making, especially like a whole project, and I feel like Nas need, like, if you ask me, maybe you know, maybe go get back in the booth with Hit Boy, right? Maybe get back in the booth with Hit Boy, like maybe like rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? Like It's like, you know, you missed the first shot. Now it's time to like bounce back, you know. Light Years 2, Nas Hit Boy. Or Nas and Pete Rock. Yes. Like, you know, maybe Nas should make the Light Years series like a series, right? With producers from he worked with back in the day, like Large Professor, Pete Rock. Maybe Nas should do that. Like Light Years 2, Large Professor or Pete Rock. Or Q-Tip. But the thing is, though, I didn't like Q-Tip production for LL's The Forest album because I felt like Q-Tip was trying to hang out fucking like trying to hang out like he was the fucking Herbie Hancock of hip hop and all stuff. Like, bro, just give me beats like Crooklyn or something like that. Give me beats like Gangsta Bitch, man. You was giving me beats like I was listening to Herbie Hancock, bro. I don't need that. But maybe now I should do that. And if he hears this, think about it. Light Years 2 with Pete Rock or Large Professor. Think about it. So that is actually my review of Nas's album. Light Years, 3.5 mics. Nas is still elite, you know, and I feel like, of course, Nas at this point, he's not rapping to like, you know, to be the best and all stuff. He already cemented his legacy, and even Premier already cemented his legacy. But it's like, you know, at least Nas is still showing some levels. Premier, it's not the case, unfortunately. No, underwhelming, but not a bad album. 3.5 mics is still solid. So that is my review, peoples. Smash the like button, share the video, and also smash the subscribe button. Let's get into the comments before we end the video. Yes, you should do that. Yeah, maybe end of the year. Maybe end of the year I'm gonna make a video, right? Because I got some time, right? Gonna make a video about it because I feel like I want to get back into rapping. You know, I really want to get back into rapping, and I want to let the world know that, you know, even over here in the small country, the Netherlands, man, we got some spitters, man, and I'm one of them. Like, I'm not trying to brag or something, but I know what I can do, and I know like what I'm capable of. So, you know, it should. I'm definitely gonna make a video about like my history and all that stuff when it terms of like hip hop and all that. Oh yeah, wait. Actually, you know, since I got my phone next to me, I want to show y'all something, right? This for my hip hop heads, right? Because I was speaking about my dad, right? So I was talking about my dad being like, being like a pioneer when it comes to like Amsterdam hip hop. He contributed to the movement. I hope I can find that picture though, because I need to show y'all this though, because I feel like this is important for the people to see though. Especially if you're like a hip hop head, you know, or if you're even from the Netherlands. Shit, where's the picture though? I got so many pictures, man. I need to definitely delete some of the shit, bro, because I got too many pictures, bro. Another 5 feet, bro. Yes, thank you for your support. Yeah, everybody been watching, man. Also, thank you for watching, man. Thank you for you know, let me know, like, sharing your thoughts and all this stuff, man. Like, this is what we do this live for as well, man. Like, just have a good time, you know what I'm saying, chatting, you know, chopping it up, man. Where the fuck is that picture, man? Oh my god, I got so much bro. I hate this, man. Oh my lord, I hate this so much. I got so many pictures. Wait. I'll find the people's. Don't worry. I'll find it because I don't want to like. I want to end the video, but I need to show y'all this, man, because I feel like it's important to show y'all. Piece of history in terms of Dutch hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't know if I can find it though, because I had so much stuff on this fucking phone, man. Golly, where's the picture, man? I hate it. You know, so this is annoying because like you're trying to show something and then like fuck it up because oh man. And that's the annoying part when you're trying to show something and people are saying, I know it's in there somewhere. I just nah, I need to. Like actually, wait. Let me show you a little bit. Like, I'm going through my picture, but like, look, this right here. If y'all can see it, and that's me right there, and that's KRS-One. Right. This was in 2017 when KRS-One was in my town, doing I think it was doing he was doing the show. Right, and that's my dad right there. As y'all can see in on the other side that's my dad. Right, and that's me. The Raiders hat. Right, it was KRS-One. So y'all cannot tell me that I am not into this hip hop stuff just because I don't fuck with Premier's production. Right. Oh man, I try to search for the goddamn. Oh my lord. That's the thing when you have so much stuff on your phone. It's like you just. I think I'm closer. Right. Here we have it. Now, like I said, man, my dad, right? I have to give him his flowers, man. Like I'll keep giving him his flowers when it comes to like, of course, he's my dad, but especially when it comes to like the contribution he made to you know hip hop in Amsterdam. You know him and my uncles. Um, it will never go under the radar as long as I'm alive. It won't. You know, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be here today, of course, because of my dad. But I would not be here doing like loving hip hop and even rapping, right? So this picture, right? Wait, I need wait. Let me change the background because I feel like it's fucking with the visuals. Right. Let me switch it back to that. Right. So this right here, this is hip hop history, peoples. This was Public Enemy in Amsterdam, 1988. My dad right here, as you can see, like he look a little bit like me, or I look like him. Chuck D, right here. My aunt, right there. That's my uncle. He used to go by the name of Clientele back in the day. He was a rapper, and the ill one as well. And I think there was a friend of the family right here, though. Iconic picture. Iconic picture, man. So you can tell that my dad, you know, like he's low key about it. You know what I'm saying? He's humble about it. Even though sometimes back when I'm in the crib, though, when I'm back in the day when I was younger, he always used to joke about, oh, he was on TV one time and stuff like that. So, you know, that picture right there is legendary because, you know, you like Chuck D. Chuck D is an icon, man. Chuck D is a legend, you know. And Public Enemy is one of my favorite groups. So when I saw that picture, when he showed me that picture, I was like, wow. You know, because he told me stories about hanging out with Public Enemy. And I never believed it until I saw that picture. I was like, wow. You know, but that's a story for another day, though. And I feel like my dad should be telling that story, though. It's not for me to tell it, though. Like, I wasn't around. You know, he was there. I feel like when the channel grows bigger, I'm gonna invite my dad, so he can talk about like the history of hip hop in Amsterdam and what he contributed to it, what my uncle clientele contributed, right? And some of the people that we knew, like friends, right, from his time that became rappers over here, that became known rappers, that became known all around the world. I think one day I'm gonna make a video though. I think, yeah, we like I said, we need more subscribers, people. We need more subscribers. So yeah, make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get more of that type of content, right? I was just about to say, I will. Yeah. I definitely think that will be a cool video to do because I feel like I said, man, I want to give him his flowers, man. Like it's so important, you know, because when it comes to like Black people, we already don't do it that much, you know, and it's sad. Sad we don't do it that much, and we don't do it when people like are, you know, when people passed away, you know. And I had an aunt who just passed away, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? And we was at a funeral yesterday. So and that made me think like, you know, every time we should appreciate each other more. We should give each other more flowers, you know, not only when we pass away or you know, because we're not here for a long time. So make something of that time and also make some and also like remind the peoples that are here, you know, by your side, like your family and your friends, that you love them and that you care for them, right? You know, and also if you have a wife or you have a husband, if you're a female subscriber, right? Let them know that you love your significant other as well. Your kids know, and you know, so like that's important, man. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that note because I also need to eat. And I hope y'all love the video, man. And also let me know your thoughts, what you thought of the album. Let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts about this album, and if you got any top 10 or top 5 of the year. So stay tuned for that because I'm going to do that like in the last week of December. That's when I'm going to do the top 10 albums. So yeah, we are out, people. So tomorrow live stream for Arsenal Wolves Aftermath, and we're going to go back to football. So yeah, out.